morning. Hello and welcome to my daily vlog. Today we're going to be doing a lot of spring barley drilling. Can you hear the dogs? They're on it. We're back in South Yorkshire. They're being loud. So we've got barley coming in. I've got to calibrate the drill and just make some adjustments to the way it's being put on. So I've just adjusted it. This is a pain because if they put it on in the wrong place, when you lift it up, it ends up snapping the teeth off or snap the teeth off at that side. So you have to like get it right in the right place. No pain. Just take the electrics out because they were in a bit of a place where they could have got caught. Ash is feeding out. We've got Noah on, blowing the straw around. 130. And I'm going to weigh some seed. Meters it out into my bag. So I'm just going to calibrate this again. And then I've done it twice. Measured twice, cut once. That's what my granddad used to say, being a joiner. So that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to get this wrong. We were at David Jones last night and he was showing us how to do it right, so let's not get it wrong, eh? Right, Ash is clip. Oh, I know what we haven't got camera wires in here because I can't see what's going on behind me. Ash has got the mill mix going, sorry. And we're going to get set off to this field. But I do need to plug those camera wires in before things, before I forget to and they drop out on the road or something. Right, we're on it, we're getting off. Let's see what today brings. We've got to the field. My dad power harrowed this last night. Look, someone's been over it on a quad bike already, like up here, middle of nowhere. Fills me with hope and that we're not going to have any on this. One night, just one night. Here, we'll engage the fan for the drill. It blows it. I've left my flaps open. Okay, right, we'll turn that off then. We'll go and shut the flap. Didn't have that sensor on, then I'd have been just chucking seeds everywhere onto the floor, but anyhow. Here we go. That's it, that's shot. The drill's not lifting high enough up. In the coulters, when I lift it up, are only just off the floor at the back, which means I'm going to get some blocked coulters if I carry on like that. So these will block up with soil. So I need to adjust the arms to lift the drill up higher. See all that adjustment there? We can make them shorter and it'll lift the drill up higher. Right, I managed to make the alterations I needed. When I got to this end of the field, I had the drill pulled in. We've managed to get it down. Good. So again, just checking the seeds come out of each one of these spouts, so we haven't got any bungs. Every time we walk past this sensor, it blows more out. There we go. Right, I'm off now. We are auto steering, which is beautiful. Just looking over to that hill there, it looks like if we'd have put a higher seed rate on, might have been a lot better. Look where we've double drilled. That was fantastic. And the rest of it, not so good. Oh, right here, it's wheelie good. It's just wheelie in the tractor. I need more weight on the front end, I think. I need additional weight on this front press. I need to build a holder or something. So in a little bit, I will put in some snippets from last night when we were at David Jones's. So he had 2 young farmers groups come to the farm. There were a few drinks, but the main thing was that they were learning about maintenance. So whether it be the maintenance of his smaller tractors, his bigger tractors, his combine. TH Whites were there to sort of talk around the way that the combine works, which I think is always interesting because it is a very complicated machine, and it's nice when somebody who's worked on them, especially on the tools, can explain what is actually going on. So I might put that in now, or it may be put in the end of the video. I'm not sure where it's going to go, but if it's now, then it's now. Here's a little bit from the other day when we were at David Jones's. All the stuff is set up. These two are like running away. It's brilliant. Getting ready just before we go to the pub. So we've got the Quadtrac in here with the Vardestad drill on the back. And David's going to be talking the young farmers around the maintenance of the drill, setting up seed depths, all little bits like that. But I thought we'd better get some video of it while there's still a little bit of light, because it will get dark this evening. We've also got the McDon header here of David's, which we'll be talking round. That's why it's in here. So with this one, you can see it has a belt on it, and it follows the contours of the ground, allows them to cut closer, and David's really happy with this, and he'll be talking the young farmers around the positives and why they chose this header and the maintenance that they have to do to that as well. TH Whites are going to be on board as well. David's scooting around, getting busy. We've got the TV on, so we'll be able to watch a few videos through that we need to do it. And the guys from TH Whites are here as well. So with the combine, obviously we saw in the video yesterday or whenever it was, that's pulled off the front so that we can see into the concave. And look at that. Look how brand new that combine is, and then I'm just going to show you the reg of it. 18, so it's 7 years old. And it's not like this combine doesn't get any work, because let me tell you, David is farming some acreage, and he's still managing to maintain his kit and keep it at a really optimum level. So when he comes to sell that, he will get the top price for it. But when will he need to come to sell it? Because he just keeps them right. I mean, the Quadtrac, I think one of these Quadtracs, I'm not sure if it's this one, is 15 years old. It's a 12 plate, this one. These guys are setting up the lights, ready for the evening. Just getting the last few little bits set up, and then we are headed to the pub to get something to eat. Robin, you coming, Richard?
I'm coming.
Yes, nice one. Right, so we'll head there, and then we'll be back here when it'll be dark, won't it? Pretty much 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Just getting there. So, yes, right, we're off. He's just getting the last few little bits of health and safety sorted. No trip hazards. We're trying to cover everything with wires and tooths and rags and.
We've got lying around.
Yeah. Well, it's common sense, isn't it? You know, it's just a bit of common sense, just make things run a bit smoother.
Maintenance, your bar's ready.
Yes, I've seen that, yeah. It's good job Andy's driving, isn't it? Yeah, I can hear that vicious dog. So we just got back from the pub, and we're just waiting for the young farmers to arrive, just making sure everything's done. There we go, so everything's lit up now in the shed. I'm liking the lighting arrangement this time, David. It's looking good in here.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah, everything's lit up well.
Like the new lights on the Quadtrac.
Ah, are they a lot better then?
UTV.
Oh, UTV, look at that, a bit of product placement.
Oh, they are. They're the road lights.
Yeah.
And, the old ones were 12, 14 years old, so treated it to
some new ones.
And last year with the season as it was really tricky, starting late, starting early. And, we placed some on the back of the cab as well, and it just made
a difference.
Easier. Yeah.
Oh, so they're not the work lights then?
No, those are your
they're actually the
lights.
Yeah. And are these just all work lights then on the Quadtrac?
Yeah.
Ah. That's cool.
It was on, but you know, it's a 14-year-old this year, so
Yeah.
well, 14th season. So
yeah, it looks well, David, for that. To be it looks very well.
I drive this one mainly, and it's been a good tractor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still on original tracks from new, and all the rubber idlers.
Wow.
Everything's original. Some are showing a bit.
And it's not like it doesn't do anything.
No.
You know.
It's covered a lot of acres.
Yeah.
But you can just see the idlers are just starting to peel a bit.
Oh yeah, just getting there.
Because we run the 36-inch track, you do get a level of protection off the track.
If you don't get hit by the stones and things like that.
So it's equally balancing the tractor correctly, you know, getting the right draft behind it. That all saves the track in way of life with the undercarriage. So which is what
weighting it up right and stuff like that.
Yeah, which is what we've been taught over the years to do, and it proves it works.
Yeah. David's just saying there's a 900 kilo or some, he's not quite sure on the weight of it, but that's the weight there that they can drop on and off in about 20 minutes to keep it balanced. Is it 850? Yeah. You weren't far out then, were you?
No.
That's a good guess.
The tractor itself, with the wider saddle tanks full of fuel, this one weighs just under 28 tonnes.
Wow.
But
yeah.
Obviously
So 850 is just like a little feather on the front.
It does make a difference.
It does, yeah. Well, it is right out at the front of the machine, isn't it? Like it's
It's amazing. The beauty of the Quadtrac. The Steiger design, the drawbar comes right up to here. So the drawbar pulling point is right from under the centre of the tractor, rather than on the rear. And that's what anchors it down evenly on the ground.
Right, because it's pulling from this point rather than right at the back. Yeah.
And back in the early days of Steiger, that was a big selling point because you imagine hitching it just at the back, pulling the weight backwards, whereas this pulls it, loads it down, and it does make a difference.
Yeah.
So this one was the very first year, really, of the cab suspension.
Right.
So I'd worked on the Quadtrac focus group for UK and Europe since 2000, something like that.
Right.
And back in the day, we were testing cabs and things over in America, and I came up with that design, which is, the main thing is for the safety, for the rollover safety, having something strong enough, which they've done. And then this year now they've launched the new HD track, which has got active suspension.
Oh, so took it like another level, like with the new,
I drove one a couple of weeks ago when I was down at Basildon Dealer Conference, and really
smooth, is it?
Very good, yeah.
The only thing is when you drive something that's better,
I know.
it's not always a good thing.
No, you do. Yeah, this is a great tractor. We love it for the reliability and the job it does.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's running.
It's doing
fine.
your job.
We're looking after it, and because we run the two, it does split the load. So it service out intervals. Doing more work than the time we have.
Yeah. No, it's a credit to you, David. It really is. It's a fantastic machine. It's just kept really well.
MX has been here from new.
All
original paint. Wheels have been touched up 10 or so years ago, but all the red is all original, and we use that as a used tractor. But now we've got a standard we like to keep things to. I enjoy doing that with the team I work with, and it makes us appreciate more of what we have, especially at the moment with machinery costs where they are and the time we're in, so we can look after stuff and run things a bit longer.
We've just been at the pub with Richard, Ben and Peter and David. They are definitely a team, and it's nice to see them like all pulling in one direction, which is good. So yeah, these guys have got the TV on. We're ready for the young farmers to arrive and inspire them to maintain their machines and get inspired by a big kit like this to keep on farming, keep it going.
Hand a bit back. So there's a lot of experience in the room, the building, and I think it's really. I'm not involved with.
Liverpool docks. They lower it into the boats to get wood chip out, the cranes, twice a week. So anything that gets cut off basically lands head first on the belt and gets taken along and into the machine. So speeds for it, depending on what you're combining. But the main purpose of this, or one of the most important jobs, the reason it was put in, is because it deflects any stones downhill. So if the header's travelling at such a speed you can't see really what's going on, takes up a rock, it's going to get to this point, and that motion of that spinning round at 1100 RPM is going to hit the stone straight down into this trap, what we call stone trap. So it's there to protect the machine from foreign objects, but also when the straw's damp, it's quite hard to pull. The rotors used to struggle to pull it in, so this is there just to literally force feed the crop. Because of the belt header, all the straw, and every part of straw is coming in with the head at the top, so all the grains are going in the same direction. It'll then split it left and right, so there's twin rotor combine, 2 of them. And then that's...
Which just gives an overview of basically how they work. We all see them go up and down, but I think it's just interesting to see behind the scenes a bit. So we thought we'd look at, we've used the Quadtrac as an example because it's big and there's lots of things going on with it. But I've actually been on the focus group with KSH, CNH for over 25 years now, working on product development. And I also do some of that work with Ardestat. I've done that a long time, and a couple of other companies. So that gives me a real good insight into the background of the development of machines. But equally, myself and others throughout Europe and around the world do these sort of focus things, sharing with the manufacturers, good and bad points from operation of driving the machines, but also the maintenance, and then looking at future generation equipment.
Everyone's listening.
But one thing I got taught of David Hills many years ago when I worked there. So I left school at 15. I got my first job, arable job at Broadwell. It's a farm there that made it where I grew up. So I went there at 15 as a tractor operator and ended up, best job I could have ever had at that age. I was doing the ploughing, cultivations, the drilling and the comp. The reason for that is how deep do we need to cultivate for the next crop? So in a wet year, like we've had the last 2 years, we've literally had for this next year. And already going into this year, I've pretty much got in my head what I think we need to be doing. So rather than having to run the tractor across every acre with a 7 metre wide machine at say this depth, we'll split it into blocks and do what we need to do. And the difference in that makes a huge difference. One, to the establishment of the next crop, but with blackgrass and other seed issues that we're all facing, if we're not bringing up seed to the top to create a problem with weed control, we can then use that in the rotation and mix it round by doing different things. One thing
we're looking at the lights here. Who makes this one then?
Who makes this one?
Not that it's sponsored.
It's clever though, because you can have 3 different batteries in it.
Do all?
Do you want the sponsorship?
Yeah. We want a sponsorship
Night
deal from
Searcher.
these. Night Searcher.
Put them all, here you go, give you a demo. Low. Is that high? Ah, it's high.
So it's like the sun.
Decent, isn't it? It is like the sun.
Go Night Searcher 2.0. This is a star.
Everyone thought it was planets.
No, it's a beast. That's a wrap. That's it. Everybody's gone. Well, apart from the crew. Getting the vans out. It's been a really good night here at David's. Everyone was listening. There was no messing about. Everyone was listening. It went really well, didn't it?
No, we had a real good evening. Nice range from real young ones through to, you know, the older ones, and yeah, they sound like they've all learned something, and yeah, that's good. Put something back, and
Yeah.
hopefully they'll be encouraged to get a job amongst ag.
Yeah, get some into agriculture. And David, obviously now he's like a professional public speaker, doing your like conferences and different bits and bobs. And then he's pulling me in to do public speaking as well. I'm like, well, I'm from Yorkshire. But no,
Appreciate you joining us, Joe. It's really, really good of you to come down, support it, and meet some others from around our way.
yeah, brilliant. Right, we'll hit the road. Thanks,
Yeah.
David.
Cheers.
See you.
See ya.
Well, we're back to today, and I'm getting across this field now. Getting something done. Right, it's got to the point now where Noah's fetched me some seed, so we'll open up the hatch. My dad's been in and harrowed what was left in this field. Just finishing his way off to the gateway now. I'm here on my Billio again. So I've got my video on. There's only 2 channels. Back of the drill or in the drill. We're in this bottom piece now though. And we're not going to get it finished today. We're not. I mean, it might rain. It's wet in places, but I managed to get through it. Keep on going. I was saying about wet bits. Well, it's bunged the blooming drill up between the coulters, hasn't it? Ah! Thank God there are plenty of sticks around, so I've managed to get the thick of it off now with a stick and my gloves, and yeah, we'll just try again. I think though this may be where I end the video this evening, so if you have liked it, then remember to press the like button and subscribe, and yeah, maybe we also ought to be a bit more David Jones and encourage the younger generation to get into these things: tractors, farming, not just tractor driving, by the way. Like, it was supporting the other industries within agriculture, like TH Whites. So agriculture needs fitters, it needs people working in the tech side, it needs scientists, it needs people who are going to drive a tractor, people who are going to drive a combine, people who are going to get onto driving Quadtracs and all that kind of business in their careers. But yeah, we need to encourage that, I think, more from older farmers to younger farmers, and get more people involved and taking up a career, really. So, right, anyway, that's my little waffle bit over. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in tomorrow's video. Bye.